Hey, what's up guys? Gangster Jeweler here. So today we are going to be working on a ring that's going from a 6 to an 8. So we're going up 2 sizes. Going up 2 sizes. So with that said, what we need to do is we need to grab our rubber mallet and hammer this out a little bit. Do that. Alright. There we go, that's better. So yeah, we're going 2 sizes up. So we're definitely going to have to add gold to this. This is the ring, what it looks like currently. But we're definitely going to have to add gold to it. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and cut the ring right in the middle here. Going from a 6 to an 8. And we're going to open it up, and we want it to be about a quarter size smaller. Right at a quarter size smaller. Now we may have to go a little bit past the 8, but it's not a big deal. We don't want too much pressure on the piece that we put in there, so we're probably going to have to go a little bit past the 8, but ultimately when we put our piece in, we want it to be sitting at about 7 3/4 when we go to put our piece in there. So we want to put it right there. And that's where we want to measure our piece at. So with that said, there you go. Let's go ahead and grab our cutting disc here. There we go. Then what we got to do, now that we got that smoothed out, so we need to go ahead and find us a piece that will work in there. We got a pretty nice sized gap there we need to fill. So let's break out our gold here. We should have a piece of sizing stock here that will work. As soon as I find my tweezers, there we go. We don't need a super big piece, but we do need a big piece nonetheless. So let's see if that's about the right size right there, guys. Yeah. That is about the right size. It is about the right size, y'all. And we're just going to cut a groove into the piece there. That kind of helps hold it in. Kind of helps hold it in there. There we go. We got our piece sitting in there. Now we will have to file some of that down. It's going to be a little bit thick, but not a big issue. Let's go ahead and dip this in boric acid denatured alcohol here. And we need to switch to a 5 tip. We got a 4 on here now. And go ahead and set that on fire. And next, what we're going to have to do is cut us a couple pieces of solder here, which I'm going to have to get some yellow gold hard 10 karat soon, because I've only got a little piece left. That's all I got left. Alright, now let's go ahead and get this bad boy welded. Let me go ahead and get you guys zoomed in here. I'll try to keep you guys in focus the best I can here. I'm just going to go back and forth. I think that's one side through. Now I'll try to see if we can get the other side through. Alright, let's take a look at what we got, guys. Well, I'm going to have to add a little bit more there. Not really happy with the way that looked going through there. So let's go ahead and grab our solder here. And just need another piece, because this thing's being a little bit stubborn. Just a hair. Let's cut us another piece off here. All right. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep you in focus here, guys. But what happened is apparently this was sized with easy solder at one point, and there was a piece that was trying to come out from us using the hard solder. Not a big issue. But essentially what I'm trying to do is save that piece from blowing out at all, if I can. If I can, I don't even know if we can, you know. We're going to try. We're definitely going to try. Grab another piece here. There we go. I think we got it now. I think we managed to save it, guys. I think we did. Now this is diamond, so we're not really too worried about cooling that off. And let's take a look at what we got. Let me zoom you guys back out here. So here is what we've got. As soon as I can get this sucker in focus here. So you can see right there. Right here is where the piece tried to blow out on us, where apparently easy solder had been used, but we managed to save it, I do believe. Now we do have some excess. Obviously we got some filing we need to do, but other than that, everything looks pretty good. Got a lot of excess in the center, or in the bottom there, from the trying to save that piece, but at least we were able to save it. There's a little more filing we'll have to do, but not a big deal. That at least saves us from having to put a bigger piece in there if that other piece would have finished coming out of there. If you know what I mean, guys. Alright. Sorry guys, trying to keep you in focus here. Best I can with this camera. Hold on, let me zoom this out real quick, just a little bit. Let's put it like right there, see what that does. Alright, let's see. Let's see what size we're at. Oh yeah, we're not even remotely rounded here. So we're going to use our ball peen hammer and do some tapping. Okay. And we're at about, there we go. Now we're sitting where we want to be, about 7 3/4. So almost an 8, which is where we want to be. No. And we're just going to tap on the bottom of the piece we put in. And this is why you want to use hard solder and not easy solder. Because if you use easy, when you're tapping on the bottom like that, we need to straighten this shank out a little bit here. First, let's file the side down a little bit. But if you're using easy or medium solder, you're going to it's going to crack on you when you're tapping on it. I'll put that down like that. I'll tap that down. Straighten that shank out a little bit. Straighten it a little bit more. There we go. That looks better. And you can tell this shank has been soldered with easy solder, the way it keeps wanting to bend like that. We're just going to do some slight little tapping this way. Like that. So that's right on an 8 and right on an 8, guys. But we need to straighten this shank out because, like I said, it's weird how it's kind of wanting to go off to one side like that. So we're going to stick it on a flat surface like over here on our mandrel, and we're going to tap. Not mandrel, but vice grip. Let's tap a little bit more. A little bit more here. There we go. That looks good, guys. We got a little excess, so we got a file over here. But let's check our size one more time. So we are kind of like we're 8 on that side, and we're kind of like a tight 8 on this side. But I think by the time we file and everything, that'll remedy itself, because we still got a lot of filing we need to do and smoothing out and stuff. Alright, now we need to switch to our outside rock here, so we can get this top part of the shank filed down some. Hold on, guys. I'm going to try something here. What would happen if I put it at like 2.7? Yeah, that ain't going to work. Let's back it back out to about 1.9. Alright guys, now we need to file the sides down a little bit here with our metal file. And remember, you don't have to push real hard. Just very light. Very light strokes. And we're still going to have quite a bit of excess gold we still got to get off the top part there. And remember, it's good to have a drawer underneath to catch a lot of your filings, because you can always send that off to the refiner for extra moolah, extra money if you ever need. If you ever need. Sorry guys, I am trying to keep you in focus here. There we go. Nice. Alright. That's one side. Let's go ahead and file this other side here. Dang, that side filed a lot quicker than the other side. We didn't have as much excess on that side as we did over here, as you can see. So let's, first off, let me switch back to a inside ring rock here. And gotta wipe my eyes, guys. Allergies are killing me. Especially my eyes, man. My eyes have been watering, been puffy. It is definitely allergy season in Florida. Alright, now let's check our size here. So 8 on the money and 8 on the money. Sweet. But we still got some filing and smoothing out we need to do, especially right here. So we need to take our metal file and we need to run across the top a bit here. Let me zoom you guys out a little bit here. And then kind of get these corners here. Kind of do the sides there. Alright, that looks pretty good, guys. Let's go ahead and smooth out the inside first. So we'll switch to our silicone wheel here for the inside. Alright guys, that takes care of the inside. Let's go ahead and switch to our other silicone wheel so we can take care of the back side of the shank and the sides of the ring. Get them smoothed out real nice. And you can see, if I can get this to focus in, I don't know that it will, but got that inside looking good, but it don't seem to want to focus. And you know, I kind of feel bad. I got this new store, so I've been doing this one store for a little while now, probably 3 or 4 months, maybe 6 months. But one of the guys that works at that particular store, I guess he's working with another guy down further down 103rd at another store. And you know what's crazy? I've been doing repairs for this other store. I won't name them because I don't know if they want their names out there like that. But been doing repairs for them for a while. Haven't had an issue. This guy goes down to this other store down 103rd and gives me a call. Says, "Hey, you want to start doing repairs?" Yeah, sure. So they get a ring sizing. It's some 2 white gold rings that I did a couple videos back. And wouldn't you know it, the first customer that we get from them ends up being a lemon. She's lost 1 stone, and then she lost another stone out of the ring. And the thing is it doesn't have to do with the sizing, because the stones that are coming out are way up in the top, for one. 2, you can go see the video. I mean, the stones weren't messed with, and all the stones were intact after the fact. And then when it came back the second time, I reset the stone. Now here's what I'm thinking. Okay, I reset the 1 stone. Now granted, these are tiny stones. These are tiny stones. As a matter of fact, you know what? Here you go. I've actually got the rings right here. I need to show you. So here's what's happened. Let me explain this. And I think I know why they keep coming back. I had a customer like this one time before. So this ring here, you remember these rings, right? So so she had lost one of these stones here, which is very far up. But I reset it. We didn't charge. No big deal. I checked even checked all the ones in this one. Well, about 2 days later, she then loses a stone. Let me see which one it was. It was... it's not that one. Yeah, she loses that one right there. Right up in the top. Not any of these. Because if it was a sizing issue, these would be coming out. The ones coming way down the side, those aren't the ones coming out. The one coming out is way up here in the top. But the problem is, it's the way these stones are set. If it gets hit one time in a corner on a desk or something, they're popping out. But here's the weird thing. You see how small these are? See how tiny those stones are? They're only like 1-2 pointers. Especially the one that she lost in this band here. It was only a little 1 pointer. So 9 times out of 10, when somebody loses a stone like this, they're wearing it, not aware of it. The stone comes out, they don't have it. When she lost a stone in this one, she had the stone. When she lost the stone up here, she had the stone. The chances of that happening twice are like nilch for them to have the stone. So what I think, from what I understand, this lady seems like she's pretty picky. But these are ones we size from a 9 to a 6. But it's almost like, and I don't know this for sure, but these stones are so small that she shouldn't even be having them. If she's wearing these rings and they fall out, she shouldn't even have them. She wouldn't even be aware of it. The fact that she's got them coming out and she's got them in her hand, like they supposedly just fell in her hand, tells me she's going through here and honestly think she's fucking with these stones. And I don't know if she's doing it on purpose or what she's doing, or if it just, because if she's wearing them and she was just to whack it somewhere, she would have no idea the stone came out, especially a little one pointer. She would have lost it. She wouldn't have the stones. But 2 times now, she's had both stones, which tells me there's something funny going on there. So hopefully this will be the last time we see these. But if we see them again, I might have to have a talk with this lady myself, because there's something going on. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if it's on purpose, but there's something weird going on. So stay tuned. This might not be the last time you see these. I hope it is, but we reset that stone there. And then, like I said, we set one right in this band over here somewhere. But hopefully that's going to be the last time we see those. But she's doing something. I don't know what it is. She's either dropping them on the floor, or I wouldn't put it past her. I remember a long time ago, I had a lady that was purposely taking pics. She didn't like her rings anymore, and she was trying to get me, at the time I was selling jewelry in the cases, she was trying to get me to trade a ring because she didn't like the ring and I wouldn't do it. And she was purposely, because I could see the gouge marks, she was purposely picking at the stones and loosening them, and she was coming back to me like every other day. And I almost wonder if this is that lady, because I've never seen anything like this. There's something fishy going on there. But at any rate, yeah, the chances of you having the stone the first time, okay, that's one. But then to have it again the second time, no, I don't think so. So there's something funny going on there. But anyways, I wanted to talk about that. I figured, and since I had the rings here, I might as well talk about it while I can show you visual aid anyways. Anyways, back to this ring. Let's go ahead and get this outside and the side smoothed back up. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over that, guys. I had them sitting right here in front of me, so it was kind of on my mind. And it's not a big deal. I think the store feels bad that they have to keep calling me back too. I feel bad that the first customer that I get from them is a lemon. And but you guys know, if you've been in this game long enough, you get customers like that. You get weird stuff happens sometimes, you know. Alright guys, got that smoothed out pretty nice. That looks good. Go ahead and work on the sides here now. Alright y'all, we're coming into shape here. Alright, got that side done. Alrighty guys, I think we are done as far as sizing. Let's check our size one more time. So we're at 8 on the money, and we're at 8 on the money guys. Alright, I'm gonna go drop this in the ultrasound and we'll go polish her up, and we'll come back and look at the finished product guys. We'll be right back. Alright guys, instead of hammer time, it's buffer time. Buffer time. Alright, I'm messing with you guys. We gotta buff this ring there. It's a nice looking ring though, man. It is. It is nice looking. Alright guys, starting to look good. Looks darn good, guys. Hell yeah. Almost looks like a pro did it. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this inside up here. Get the inside of the ring. Almost looks like a pro did it, y'all. Alright guys. Alright. It'll look a lot better once we get some of this rouge off of it, but we got it all nice, clean, and polished. So we're going to go drop this into ultrasound and we'll come back and look at the finished product, guys. Be right back. Alright guys, we are back with that ring. You can see we got it nice, clean, and polished. Got it sized from a 6 to an 8, so we went up 2 sizes. I hate getting my fingerprints all over it after it's been polished, but that's fairly uncomplicated. We had a piece that tried to blow out on us, but we managed to save it, so not a big issue. But that's another sizing down, another repair down, guys. This is Gangsta Jeweler. If you would like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, the link for that will be down in the description, although it's not required. Just kind of helps the channel grow and show some love. Also, if you'd like for me to do your repairs, you can visit my Etsy shop. I'll have the link for that down in the description. And also, if you would like to, if you're a business in the Jacksonville area or Orange Park and would like me to start doing your repairs, shoot me an email. I'll have the email down in the description. And also, if you'd like to check out my Kick and my TikTok live stream, it's more of like a reaction channel type stream and also gaming. You can check that out. I'll have the links for those down in the description. If you're looking to buy jewelry in the Jacksonville area, I highly recommend Money Miser on Blanding Boulevard. And if not there, if you're looking to buy jewelry online, I highly recommend Stellar Jewelry, which I'll have the link for that down in the description, for Stellar Jewelry online. But other than that, guys, I think that pretty much about covers everything. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate the loyal subscribers. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Lord, whatever your name is. Shout out to Robert Hunter. Couple other guys. I'm starting to see a lot of familiar faces repeatedly, so I'm starting to remember some of these names. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. And this is the Gangster Jeweler, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, y'all.